Hey everyone, welcome to another ArtSnacks Ink Challenge live stream. I'm your host, Mel Stringer. Sorry if it's a little bit echoey. There are a lot of tiles and concrete in this room. I don't know if you tuned in last week, but thank you if you did. And I hope you'll have fun watching me draw today's prompt from the ArtSnacks Ink Challenge. If you have a look at the little calendar, you see that we're up to day 16. I'm in Australia, so yeah, it's the 16th here in the morning, so it's like 8:30 a.m. Oh, hey, Amanda Cakes, how are you? Nice to see a friendly face, a familiar face. So I think last time we did Curious Cat. And today is Magical Potion. Oh yeah, it's the 15th in the US. So wherever you are, I am going by the American calendar. So yeah, we're up to Magical Potion. No, yes. Oh, hang on, wait. No, I'm doing Magical Potion today. Yes, my adorable cats and French bulldogs. Thank you. So I don't know if you saw last week or if you do have the box yourself, but this is the cool sketchbook that, sketch pad that came with the ink box, the ArtSnacks ink box, and I designed the cover, and it was so much fun. Like, this is one of my most favorite drawings that I've ever done, I have to say. ArtSnacks gave me a lot of really good direction, and they were just a really good bunch of people to work with to try and bring this together. It's a speedball, medium weight, so like, good for not too much heavy paint, but maybe watercolors and stuff. But today we have ink. These are all the pens that came with the box. So there's like a bunch of microns, like 10, I think it's 10, 8, 10, and 12. So some of them are quite thick. They're not really fine marker ones, fine lines. I had got this treacle paintbrush with this aqua ink, which was yellow. I know that a lot of people might have got a different color. This one's yellow. Just waiting for that video to catch up a little bit. I'm not sure why there's a lag. Sorry about that. I'll try and go a little bit slower. Yeah, thank you for the print. And they did make adorable stickers because they actually turned it into a sticker sheet as well. And it's kind of satin finish. Whoa, it's very bright in here. Okay. You get the idea. But when it shows on the, why is that so laggy? Anyway, you'll see that come up in a sec. And there's the Jelly Roll pens, which are like 5, 10, and 8. So yeah, like thicker sort of tips and stuff. And what else do we get? The Copic Garzen Fude pen, which I love. I've been using this just like in my spare time just to play around with as well. It's like a brush calligraphy sort of pen. What else is there? Let's just have a look at this. Okay, and then there's the uni pin fine line, which they say looks like an eyeliner brush, because I was reading the little menu that's here. Oh, it's on the back of the calendar, so you can see all of the things that are inside. And it talks about all of the cool things that came in the box. Yeah, so they're basically the cool inky things that came in the ArtSnacks ink box. So today, yes, Magical Potion, that is what I'm going to be drawing. Oh, hang on. Let me show you what I did last week, just quickly. Oh, sorry, not last week, but like what I have been doing over the course of the challenge. So this is the winged bat one. No, this was a sharp teeth one, I think. So that's cool. That was with the brush pen. And I tried going live on TikTok to draw the toxic flower one, and I was asking people what I should draw because I got bored halfway through. So I think you can see there's this Pikachu. I just drew some Pokemon from memory. Yeah, but that was a strange little bunch of drawings. And what else did I do? This was the bubbling cauldron one. That's going to show. And that was really fun to draw. This is the Curious Cat one that I did last week when we had the last live. And yeah, some of the little cats look like French bulldogs. What else did I do? Okay, so here's another piece of paper where I was trying to draw like the pumpkins and stuff, rotting pumpkin. I don't know if that's coming up. All right, I'll try again. Maybe if I turn it that way. Yeah, like rotting pumpkin and content worm. Oh, and the Mothman I did recently. His legs were like sort of bent a certain way, so I thought, hey, he looks like he's skateboarding. So I drew him on a skateboard. Yeah, Gur and Mew. Yeah, someone suggested Mew and Zim, Invader Zim and stuff. What was this one? Jangly Skeleton, I think. Okay, so I know that they don't look jangly, but I don't know. I don't really draw jangly sort of body type, so it had to look like that. This is the winged bat one, and I used some of my highlighters to do this one, and I think it came out pretty nice. Like I did like blue up here and then yellow down here, so it looked like almost, I don't know, like a 3D effect or something. So that was that one. Frog Friend was on one of the days. I'll turn it this way actually. And so I did a little comic about this girl and a frog sitting on a log, and the frog confesses his love for her, and she's disgusted. She's just like, no, you're my frog friend. So, the space buns. Sorry, I missed that one. Space buns. Which was, the rotten pumpkin one, the space buns? Maybe that was the one you're thinking of. Thank you for the kind words. And so now that leaves us with the magical potion one, and I came prepared. I did a little sketch first, and so I'm going to be inking this. If you've got your art supplies and you're drawing along, that's cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the, maybe I should start with a micron. But yeah, I don't know if you have seen the prompts yet, but you could get them on the ArtSnacks website or their Instagram or my Instagram. And there's still like, we're pretty much halfway through, I think. And, oh, sorry. Someone asked a question, my message is not going through. I got your message where you said you have a cool art style. Let me just scroll down. Oh, you're in Ghana. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Sorry, I've been just yammering away, so I'll try and look at the chat more. Sorry, I got carried away. All right, so I'm going to start drawing this. I might just zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Sorry, I will try and keep a look at the screen a little bit more, but I'll start drawing her. I'm sorry. Okay, what should I start with? Maybe the neck. I work a lot in digital, and so sometimes I find myself doing this like to go back, like if I'm working on Procreate or something, and you can't do that with traditional media because it's not a dang screen. But how is everyone? I see Na, you're from Ghana, and Mandy Cakes, where are you from? I'm sorry, I don't remember from last time. And Mary, where are you from? Where is everyone tuning in from? Kansas City. I used to live near there. I used to live in St. Louis. And I miss it. But I'm in Australia now to sort of be close to my family. My sister's having a baby, so got to be close to my family. But yeah, I love Missouri. Missouri is a lovely place. Oh, you moved from Texas. That's cool. I've only ever been to Dallas, like when when I was arriving back to America from being overseas, and it was warm. I guess it was summer. That's why. So this Pigma Micron is like really nice to use, and also it's like archival ink. I know that's good for like if you're going to be framing some art, and if the sun's hitting it, it's not going to like fade immediately. Is it a big transition from living in Australia to the US? Yes, it's a huge. It's huge. Oh, hello, B Pair from Utah. Hello. So when I first met my husband and I moved over to the US to sort of, meet his family and stuff and see if I like the US and stuff, I sort of saw everything as like being a big movie because, I feel like Australia, yes, microns are great. I feel like Australia and other places that are non US sort of look up to America with all their music and film and everything. Like that's like, I don't know. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere or whatever they say. Um, so when I went there, I was like, oh, everything's like a movie. This is really surreal. And then after living there 7 years, I got used to everything. And it just became like, oh, this is just like a bizarro Australia, like because a lot of the things are the same in both, except for the, the accents and stuff, even though there's a lot of multiculturalism and everything. But yeah. It is a huge culture shock, though, I have to say. Also, where I'm from, originally, like where I was born, where I'm living now, is Darwin in the Northern Territory in Australia. And I feel like there's a lot of multiculturalism here with like Asian people coming over from the Philippines and Indonesia. And so a lot of the food here is like really, really. I'm just overdoing this eyeliner now. Somebody stop me. The food here is like really authentic. So that's one thing I missed when I was in the US. Like when I was in Missouri specifically, you couldn't get like a decent yum cha or something, or laksa. So yeah, I loved the people in Missouri. They were great. Well, not all of them, but I just felt like, I lived in Washington for a bit too, and I just felt like the people in Missouri were a lot friendlier. And even if it was fake, it was less. Do you find it more difficult as an artist there versus here, or easier? There's a lot more competition in the US, and I feel like there's less competition here, even though in Australia there are a lot of good artists. Maybe there's just more opportunities here because it's like a smaller country. Yeah. So I don't know. Stuff was cheaper there for shipping and everything like that. And oh my gosh, and there was always like something on with like a local art. I don't know. It was definitely easier to meet like-minded people. Whereas here, if you want to meet someone that's sort of like in your niche or has the same sort of, I don't know, if you're into gaming or something, I guess the what do you call it? Like, not the population, the people who are interested in it. There's just less people. Whereas in America, it's like totally oversaturated and stuff. Yeah. I love that you guys are talking about sport. That's another thing. In Australia, like I feel like we don't, like if someone's going for a team, if someone's supporting a team from a different state, they're less likely to be as aggressive about hating the other team. Like they'll joke about hating the other team, but I feel like Americans are very patriotic up until like, I guess they become really aggressive about it, and I think it's pretty funny because I don't feel like it's in jest. I feel like it's fully serious. And fair enough. Americans are very serious about our sports. Yes, it's funny. I went to one hockey game when I was there, and I felt like I was on the set of Mighty Ducks. See, like American stuff is just like completely taken over the world. All right, I'm going to use this favorite of mine. Thank you, ArtSnacks, for introducing me to this Copic Gazan Fude. I love it. I might use it to outline the heart. Americans export our culture. Yeah, that's a funny way of putting it. Hey, like, I do think there is a bit of that. But I think with the internet and everything now, like, you know, TikTok and all that, sort of a lot of cultures are getting shared more, which I think is good. Although America's very multicultural anyway. I have to have a really steady hand for this. So what's everybody doing for Halloween? Anyone got any exciting things that they're going to be doing? I wanted to do a little dinner type thing at home. Well, my sister did, but I thought that that was a good idea too. And everyone sort of dress up. Actually, one of my ideas was like, if nobody knows what they want to dress up as, I'll just give a theme. And maybe the theme can be dress up as a previous version of yourself, like from any time in your life, like when you were 16 or 15 or whatever, or however old, you know, just a time in your life where you might have had a different fashion style. Yes, I love this brush pen too. That's cool hearing about the Australian and American art scene. The art scene in Africa is basically non-existent. Yeah, that sucks. Like, but I guess like when you have a smaller country or like it, I don't know, like that's just what happens. It's weird. It's weird when it's non-existent because for a long time I felt like I lived on the internet with my art. And then when I went over to America, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm basically like everywhere I look, there's something cool to do. My husband and I are going to host a murder mystery dinner. I'm jealous. How do you even do something like that? I'm going to get a smaller tip from the microphone. Let's go with the 8. Murder mystery dinner. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go do this. So as you can see, that's a lot finer than the 12. Let's have a look. I've only ever used really, really fine tip microns, so using thicker ones is pretty cool. It's a good change. Thank you. Love my eye design. I feel like because I do my own eyeliner, it helps a lot with using that pen and also doing like eye makeup and stuff. We're more street arts focused also. Love murder mysteries. Yeah, street art. A lot of street art in places like Melbourne and Sydney and stuff. But I feel like, you know, everywhere's probably getting a little bit better because of the internet. What was it, 2006? I felt like I was the only person making zines in the town that I lived in. And so I started a workshop where other people could like find out what they were and how to make them and stuff. And so that's another good thing. Like if you have like a niche interest, if your government or your council like to help people find out about other, you know, cultures or subcultures or interests or whatever, sometimes there'll be funding for that sort of thing. And you can get, that's if you want to teach about it. What else have I got in here? I'm gonna just do black background for this. My husband actually bought a video game for the Switch called, I think it's called Imio, like the Faceless Man or something. And it's a murder mystery game. And we might play that on Halloween. And I used to play a video game back in the day with my dad called Eagle Eye Mysteries, which is basically two kids who are solving mysteries, and you have to like look at all the clues and everything to try and solve the mystery. So I loved playing that with him. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Onon83. I love this pen. It is so soft. Any gamers here? Gamers? Oh, went off for a sec. We back? Yeah, I got into games because of my husband, who he loves Mario and stuff, but I really got into what do you call it? Animal Crossing. That was my favorite during COVID. It helped me through a lot of stuff. But I hope that I can do some streaming on games. But also, I feel guilty for when I play games because I think about all the other work I could be doing, and that's to be something you do to relax, you know, or to have fun. And I'm thinking about chores or something stupid. Doesn't art and gaming go hand in hand? Hobby and I enjoy games together too. You can share with your partner. And yeah, the art world and the gaming world have been mixing because it's been easier and more independent. What was it? Untitled Goose Game. I don't know if anyone played that. But was I should just back tell my internet. How well I can chat and work. Yeah, well, it's weird because I am struggling a little bit. I'm trying to concentrate on both. That's why I'm taking like little breaks and lifting my pen. I think that's like my brain trying to use the other side, the talky side. But it's still fun. I used to be the kind of person that would need to be complete when I talk. But now I am not like the wife. Just see it's connected. Correct. Sorry. Coming back soon. Check if this. Yeah, Untitled Goose Game was so good. I loved it as well, and it was just so like relaxing to play it. Or was it still choppy? I'm sorry. I'm still drawing though. I'm still drawing how. Let's see where it's. Oh, are we back? have a look. Maybe if I do that. We're live, everybody. But yeah, it's so crazy. I'm glad that Lee is here. ArtSnacks co-founder. He's here helping me keep things on track. It's like a little news presentation. Are we good now? How's it looking?
Mel, we're trying our best, Mel.
Oh, we are. Hey, Lee.
We're trying our best. I would just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep going. We're gonna push through, Mel.
See, this is the risk of going live.
I'll keep it monitored, but just know I'm still here.
Thank you. I can hear little pug footsteps. Bro, you just got a video in your pajamas. My sister hug. Thanks, Amanda. That it would. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna keep going. So other games that I've enjoyed have been, when I first started gaming as a kid, my dad would be playing stuff like Duke Nukem and Doom. Lee, you'll probably remember when those games came out on the old PC. Sims, that was fun. Dory says just keeps swimming. Well, for real.
Yeah, I do remember Duke Nukem. What else? We played another one. Was it Gizmo? Something like that.
Gizmo?
There's a game called
What
Gizmo.
happened with Gizmo?
It was maybe it was just me. It was like a math and science game where you had to like create different things. Like now I'm gonna Google it. Hold on. Was it called Gizmo or something else? Gizmo. Let's see.
So she was meant to be a witch, but like I decided to put her in a heart frame, so you can't really see that she's got a pointy hat, but you'll just have to imagine that. Yeah, Duke Nukem has lots of little catchphrases like that. I was actually talking about it with my dad the other day, and he's like, "Oh, I remember all the catchphrases." So I got a website up, and there's like over 100 catchphrases that he has. One of the ones I remember was like, what are you waiting for, Christmas or something like that? Anyway, cheesy but fun. The jelly roll. I kind of like leaving the pencil lines in too, because I mean, I don't always erase them because I think they make it look, I don't know, there's just something imperfect about it that I like. Should I use pink or blue to shade? Do you remember that super old meme video of the guy on a Skype call that kept saying that over and over? No, I don't. Oh, thank you, April. I just need to show you all the sticker sheet again, because this is the last time you're going to see this intact, because I'm going to be sticking these somewhere. Maybe I'll put them on my drink bottle or something. Also, I know ArtSnacks sent some little stickers with the box as well, and some Smarties, which I promptly ate because it was a snack. Literal art. All right, let's try blue for the tears, and then I might make the potion bottle pink, maybe. The other good thing about like micron pens and stuff is like when you go over them with markers or whatever, which I love to do, it doesn't make the ink bleed. But then sometimes I forget which markers I'm using, and it ends up bleeding anyway, like with the frog friend drawing I did. I love the stickers too. They're so cool. So I'm going to make the stars a little bit yellow, as you do. Maybe I'll do a bit of shade. Also got these really muted highlighters, which I found on TikTok. They're like a no brand, but I'll just show you over here. But they do like a light wash, which is like obviously not as bright as this blue here. And I feel like it's nice to have like subtle highlight sometimes. Like I could do like a little shadow behind this blue. And it's just like a nice little subtle color. Yeah, see how nice that looks? And then no brand. Well, I mean, there is a brand somewhere, but it's not written on here. Here we go. It just says cream color. I don't even think that. So, yeah. So a little bit more shading here. Yeah, it's just nice, right? Like, so just gives more dimension. And I think there's about 5 colors or something. What else do I have? Do you use reference photos when you're sketching, or is it mainly just from your brain, like proportions, placement? Sometimes I look at reference photos. Sometimes I look at other people's art, like a lot of vintage art as well, because I guess I don't copy or take too much inspiration from what's new out there at the moment. So I'm going to be taking too much inspiration. But yeah, I usually just, okay, so if I'm going to draw effects, like I start and then I go, okay, here's another theme, and then I just start and start drawing. Then I just draw over that. Oh, we're back. Yeah, so that's usually my outline. And then I'll just go, okay, there's the eye. There's some eyelashes. Do my little nose. Sometimes there's a circle. And then, yeah, I don't know what this weird face is, but that's usually where I start. I start off with beans. And yeah, I usually work pretty quickly. So, so when I go slow with art, it usually turns out better than I expected, or I overthink it and it turns out horrible. So, but I think in the case of Magical Potion, I think we're doing pretty good. I love the, Juliana said, I love the look you try that now. Yeah, you totally should, like, because highlighters are cheap and then just get good quality ink. Like, these microns are amazing. It's not going to make, it's not going to make the highlighters when they go over the microns, it's not going to make the ink run. So I would suggest that for sure. So it kind of did just there, but I think it's still drying. So yeah, let stuff dry. Don't be impatient like me. Something I like to keep in drawings too is like on the corners where I clean my pens. I think it just shows like a bit of the artist, process. But yeah, I like the highlighter look with the black ink too. I think it's very, I don't know, like, you know how there's like vintage like screen prints and stuff where they use like a really bright ink and it just makes everything look really good. Maybe I will try some high pigmented ink at some stage too. Like I tried the yellow, the aqua ink. I thought that was really, when I was working on my rotten pumpkin one drawing. But something I love to do is go onto Pinterest and look at what everybody's doing there, scroll through, even if it's not like what I'm drawing. It's sort of inspirational to see other people working on stuff that might be different to mine. So yeah, it's just nice for subtle shading stuff. Oh, I gotta put a bit of color on this potion bottle. I meant to put a heart there. I don't know if that's gonna look good anymore, but we'll do it anyway. Maybe I'll use the purple again. Yeah, so we zoom out a little bit. That is basically the finished product. And it's going choppy again. I'm so sorry. Here it is though. I guess one bad thing about highlighters though is that they are not going to be like archival ink how an ink would. So if you make something that you really like, you should probably go over it again with or redo it with proper ink if you want to do a print or something. Yeah. But I guess we might end the live now. I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything. I think I'm done drawing. But thank you for watching. And I'll just wait a sec if anyone has any questions. No worries if you don't. I really appreciate everyone logging on today to watch me. This was actually really fun. I'm glad I put some color in it too because it really made it pop, and I can't wait to put this on Instagram. But yeah, thank you. This whole ArtSnacks Ink box with me and letting me choose all these crazy prompts for the month of October. There's still a whole bunch left. Like we're only halfway through. So there's like carnivorous plant, tomorrow, slippery snake, haunted candy, blanket fort, creepy goblin, boy alien. So feel free to do one, feel free to do the rest of the challenge. I've never actually done a whole challenge in completion before, so that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, you want advice on making art zines? So my advice would be to try and look up YouTube videos. That would be my first piece of advice, because when you're watching other people like film holding it, I find that very inspiring for myself. But basically I would get like a sketchbook or some pieces of paper and start drawing things that you like, or comics or whatever, and then photocopy it all together, collage it all together, and then photocopy it and staple it. Like that's pretty much it. And if you want other people to read your zines, you can find places like Quimby's in Chicago. You can write them an email, or what else is there? Wasted Ink Distro. There's so many comic stores and boutique art stores that will take your comics and zines and stuff. So yeah, just try and do a bit of Googling. I might put some stuff up on my Instagram as well. Yeah, oh, by the way, follow me on Instagram if you don't already, or TikTok, and follow ArtSnacks on TikTok and Instagram, and TikTok as well. Hang on, I already said that. Oh, and YouTube, that's what I meant to say. And follow the rest of the month, the rest of October. And yeah, and stay connected with ArtSnacks through their online community. I think you can find that on their website as well. Oh, it says it down below. Yep. So mix.artsnacks.co. And yeah, lots of really cool stuff there. And thanks for being here and hanging out. It was really fun drawing and helping me make this drawing. But yeah, all right, guys, thank you, and